Are you struggling with coming up with content for your Instagram Reels? Well, in this video, I'm going to be sharing 3 creative ideas with you that you can use over and over again for your Reels content where you don't even need to show your face, and how you can easily create them using Canva, which is a free tool, and the link is in the description of this video. Now make sure you stick around to the end as well, as I'm going to share with you my one bonus tip that will get you so many more followers by doing this simple one thing. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you'd like regular social media tips and trainings. Now, everyone is hyping Reels up right now because they're being pushed massively out there by Instagram. And what this means is if you're using Reels, you should be seeing your reach on this type of content is way more higher than any other content. And this is because the algorithm is pushing your Reel content out to not only your followers, but to a cold audience too. Now, by using Reels, you're basically appearing in front of people who don't follow you or even know you yet, which offers you a massive opportunity to grow your audience, grow your account and your business. However, I have so many people come to me daily saying they're struggling with Reels because they don't feel confident enough in front of a camera, or they're just simply struggling for ideas to mix it all up. Well, what if I told you that there are many creative ways you can still get involved with Reels without even showing your face? Well, let's go over now then to Canva and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so this is canva.com and this is a free account, or you can go for a pro account, which is $10.99 a month. The main difference is you have additional templates and photos and things that you can use with a pro account, but the free account is really, really good. You don't have to go for the paid one if you don't want to. Now, with the Canva on the top here, you've got the search, and you can literally search Instagram Reels videos, and it comes up with all these amazing templates that you can use for your Instagram Reels. So you literally, if you hover over it, for example, this one, you can see it plays it for you. You can see it was up to 9-second video and it says free. So this is a free one. And you've got all these different ones that you can use, and you can use them as they are, or you can add your own photos or your own videos to it as well, and obviously change all the text and everything else. And there's loads of different ones. And I often say to people, if you're stuck for inspiration as well, then you can come and obviously have a look. So you might just actually want to create your own template, but have a look for inspiration. So there's loads of different ones that you can use. Some of them are just a certain amount of seconds. This is 20 seconds, and there's others that are actually slideshows as well, so you've got multiple slides. But on the left hand side here, there's themes that you can choose from, and there's styles. So I'm just going to go to simple, and then I'm just going to scroll down to just show you. So for example, this one, you've got 10 slides. It says 1 of 10. And you can hover over it and it shows you all the slides. So you can think, okay, would that work for me? Obviously you can change the colors, the text, you can change everything on there as well. So you can make it branded to your brand colors as well. I'm just going to scroll down. I'm just going to use this one. So this one, for example, is a morning routine. So if you click on it, it will take you through to those slides. So this is a morning routine for Instagram Reels. Now you could do a morning routine, you could do your day behind the scenes, day in the life of, anything like that. And you can see all the templates here, they're all here. And this is all along the bottom here as well. So you can click on each one to go to each one. Or if you're at the beginning, you can literally just scroll down the page and you've got them all. But the great thing about this is, like I say, you can change anything that you want to. So when you hover over it with the mouse, you can get onto each thing. So here, you can literally click on this text here and obviously change it to your own website if you wanted to, for example. Or you could change the text. So you can see here, the text is this one. If I click on it, you've got all different fonts that you can go to. You can type in the font that you want, so you can literally change it to whatever font that you want to use. So again, you might have certain fonts for your branding, your logo and stuff that you might want to use. So say if I was going to have Benedict for my website one, you can then change the size here. So at the moment it's 37.8, but you can increase the size to make it bigger. And then you can also change the color as well. So on here it says text color, if you click on that, you've got all these standard colors. You've got your brand colors if you've got a pro account, which you can add here. Or if you know those colors, you've got a plus sign here. So if you know the hex code, you can obviously move the wheel around if you want to. But if you know the hex code for your logo or for your branding colors, then obviously you can put that in here as well. So you can really make it suited to your business and to your brand. Now, in addition to this as well, you can do all sorts. So you might want to use the images. So when you go on the left hand side here, you've got uploads. So you might have your own images, your own photos, your own videos. So literally you can click the upload media and upload them to here. Or you've got photos on the left hand side here. So if you click on photos, you can search photos. So let's say I wanted a different coffee photo. So if I put in coffee, then literally you've got all these different images that you can use. Now, some of them say this one, for example, is pro. So you can only use that if you've got a pro account. But if there's free ones as well. So say we wanted to use this one, all I need to do is click on that photo, take the backspace to delete it, and then drag this photo across. If I drag it across, there you go. So then you've got a different coffee photo. So, you know, you can add and change as much as you want. You might actually think, well, actually, I don't want just a static image. I want a video. So down here as well, you've got videos on the left-hand side. So let's put in coffee again for the videos. And then you've got all these different coffee type videos. So this one's 2 seconds, and you can see it's a free one as well. So let's take that image out and drag this one across. So now, not only is it a static image, you've actually got a video that's playing as well as a coffee. Now, the other thing to notice as well, on each of these slides, you can see up here it says photo zoom. Now, this is the animation, and it's really important with Reels to add animation to your slides just to make it more engaging and more interactive. Now, this one says photo zoom, so if I click on it, you've got all these different animations that you can use. And if you hover over whichever animation, so this one's pan or rise, it will show you the different ways that it's animating that slide. And all I would do is go over each one, and you've got a different animation for each one. So you can obviously change animation if you want to. And that's the other thing to notice as well. With the slides, you've got here at the top the timing. So this is 3 seconds per slide. So you can click on it and you can increase it or decrease it. But 3 seconds is quite good. You don't want it too long for each slide, because if it takes too slow, then, you know, people will get bored and obviously they'll just scroll past the reel. So yeah, keep it on the average about 3 seconds per slide. But what you can do, you can see here, it says 13.4 seconds. So this is the amount of time for the whole duration of this Instagram reel. And what you can do, if you go back to the beginning, you can click play and it will preview that reel. So from beginning to end, so you can actually go through and think, yes, do I like it? Do I not? What do I need to change? Before you click the download button and obviously download it to your computer ready to use. Now, the other thing to note as well, if, for example, because this has got 5 slides, you might want to add some more slides. So you can click the plus button here and it will add a page at the bottom. It will add a blank page. But what you can do instead to make it easier, if I just delete that by going to the top here, top right hand side, you can, if you want to keep it with the aesthetics to what you've got already, you might think, well, actually, I just want to add a few more templates, but keep it in the same sort of theme. So you can literally, if you wanted to, go to the slide, and at the top, you've got add page or you've got duplicate. So you can duplicate that page and then obviously then adapt it accordingly. So it's just a really easy way to use your own photos, own videos, and obviously get engaged and interactive with your clients, but not having to show your face. Okay, so this next one is a time-lapse video. So when you go to Instagram Reels videos, templates, you can see it says create a blank Instagram Reels video. So you can click here and have a blank canvas, so you can start from scratch. I'm just going to go to one that I've started earlier. So this is a time-lapse one, and you might have your own behind the scenes video, or what I've done here, if you go to videos, you can search in the videos and search for time-lapse. And it'll come up with all these different ones. So here, for example, you've got a clock going round 11 seconds. You've got the sky going across the building. You've got the sea. And the one I've got over here is of the sky. Now, at the moment, it's 14.6 seconds long for this particular slide. And I don't want it to be that long for that slide. But what I want is I want multiple slides on this reel. And obviously, I want the sky in sync. So what I'm going to do, I know I'm going to have 3 slides. So I'm going to literally, just on this one at the moment, is I want to basically duplicate the slide. So yes, I could add a slide, but I don't want to add it because it's blank. So I'm going to delete that. What I want to do is duplicate. So it says duplicate, I'm going to do that. So I've got 3 at the bottom here now. So this first one is, do you have a limiting belief? The next one, I want it to say, so I'm going to write it down. So write it down, and then the last one is going to be okay, then write down why it isn't true. So, you know, this is like a bit of a motivational type message. It's obviously I need to make that back bit bigger. So yeah, it's like a motivational type message for people. So you can do one for like inspiration, motivational, even just getting your own message across. So I'm just obviously making these background bits bigger and then putting it back over. So, but the thing is, obviously at the moment, each of these slides, it says is 14.6 seconds, which obviously you don't want at all. And obviously you've got the different page animations, which is on that one. I've got breathe on all of them, which will work really, really well. So what I want to do is I want to crop, so trim the video. So I want 3 seconds for each of the videos. So up here you've got 14.6. So I'm going to trim this. So it's starting from the beginning and literally just drag it across to 3 seconds. Now, so that one's done. The next one, I wanted to start from the 3 second point to make sure the sky stays the same. So literally I'm going to click on it. So 3 seconds in is going to be 11.6. I'm going to go to 11.6. And then obviously drag it the other way to make that one 3 seconds in length. And then, so that's done. And then the last one, again, is going to be, so this needs to be 6 seconds in, so it'll be 8.6. So this is going to be a 9 second reel. I mean, obviously you can make it as long as you want to, depending on the message and what it is you're trying to get across. So 8.6, and then I'm going to drag that. So maybe that 3 seconds as well. So then when I click done, click play, it will show you the sky and obviously all the words coming up, and you can see the sky and the clouds are all in sync with each other. So then I can click download if I want that one to be done. So it's just a different way of being creative with your reels, without showing your face in front of a camera. Now the final one is actually using some of your current content. So carousel posts are really, really popular, and a really great way of getting people, giving them educational content, and getting people to save your content to come back to it later. Now you can change those carousel posts that you've already got and make them into reels. So this is one that I've done earlier here. So this was a carousel post on how to get more views on your reels. And so literally all I've done is come into the reels and actually created the template. So the same background that I use for a carousel post, but obviously I've just resized it, added in, obviously there's an image of myself, but you don't have to have an image if you don't want to, but if you've got a photo you can do. And then each of the slides I've then added, it's made it really simple, same template for each of the slides. I've just changed the text to what it is, and obviously added some animation as well to make it a bit more engaging. And again, obviously I've changed the animation for each of the slides. I've started off with the first slide being 3 seconds, because the first slide, you don't want the first slide just being too slow, but then obviously I've made the other ones 4 seconds just so it gives people time to actually read the text, because there's nothing worse if it going too quickly and if people don't have time to actually read the text. But all I've done is to make it a bit more engaging for each of the slides. It's like I said, I've added different stickers. So when you go to elements on the left hand side here, you can literally you can type in stickers, you could type in, for example me, it would be social media. And if you put in social media, you've got all these pictures and stuff that you can use, but you've also got stickers. So all these animated posts that you can add to it. So, really go through this search box and have a look and see what you can do to make it more engaging. And then, like I say, all I've done is literally added some bits. This was another sticker at the top, so new video, and then it's educational, and it's just a different way of doing reels. And if you click play, you can see it will show all the different animated slides. So you can go through and make sure it's long enough, make sure it's not too long, make sure people can read it, and then give people information without having to worry about talking to the camera. And then what you can do as well, when you download this, if you do decide to use it, when you upload it to Reels, you can add music. So obviously in Reels you've got music functionality, so you can add some music to it to make it a bit more entertaining, a bit more engaging. And if you wanted to, you could add voiceover as well. So when you're in the Reels, there's a little microphone button, so if you wanted to add a voiceover to your Reel, you can do. Now, just to finish off, a little bonus, which a lot of people are using at the moment for Reels, and it's a really great way to get more followers to your Instagram account, is actually adding a call to action at the end of your Reels. So what's this called is an end frame. So I've created one here so you can see it's an end frame. So this is 4 seconds long, but it's something you can add to the end of your reel videos. And it's just literally a call to action. So this one's simple: follow me for more tips. And it's got my username on there. But you could have all sorts of call to actions depending on what your reel is about, or depending what you want someone to do afterwards. So you might have a link in your bio that will go to your free download, or it will go to your sign up list. You might even have want to push people to your YouTube channel or to somewhere else. So having this end frame is a really good way, creative way to actually get people to take action on your reels. Now, like I said, I've created this one here, which I can use, but also if you go again to search, and in the search, you can actually put Instagram Reels, and it will show end frame. So Instagram Reels video end frame. If you click on that, then you've got all these different types of ones that you can literally use and just add your own image in there, or whatever you wanted to do. But like I say, it's a really good way just to add that call to action and to get people to take action on your reels. So there you have it, 3 creative ways to add reels to your content without even showing your face. And these ideas you can mix up and use time and time again. Plus, not forgetting the bonus tip at the end with the end frame that gives your audience that call to action, which is so important. Now, I love hearing feedback from you all, so let me know in the comments if you found these tips useful, and also what you're currently struggling with when it comes to your social media marketing. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you'd like to receive regular social media tips and trainings.